I'm Alicia, I'm your coach for today. So today we'll be demonstrating the bend and lift exercise known as the goblet squat. So the goblet squat is a great foundational movement because it helps teach beginners especially of how to go through the squat movement pattern. Goblet squat is a movement that goes through the sagittal plane. Primary muscles of the goblet squat will be your quadriceps, glutes and hamstrings, and the antagonist muscles will be your hip flexors and your lower back extensors. Okay, so first you want to grab a light weight, especially if you're a beginner, to prevent yourself from getting injured before learning the movement. So while holding the dumbbell, you're going to hold it close to your chest. My feet shoulder width apart with my toes pointing outwards a little. So as you can see, my toes are pointed a little outwards. From here, I'm gonna squat down. So a good cue to think about when thinking of how to squat down is imagining a chair behind you and finding the chair with your butt. Breathe in as you descend, breathe out as you ascend. So breathe in and breathe out, okay? And when you do this exercise, make sure your posture is up. Chest upright, keep your butt down. Now I'll have my trainee here, Max, perform the goblet squat movement. You don't want to bring your hands forward. When you bring your hands forward, you will be taxing on your arm. So keep it close to your chest. Okay, and now he'll perform the movement. So butt down, chest upright, down, and up. Another common mistake of this exercise is your heels lifting off the ground as you're performing the squat. So this is highly likely due to the immobility of the ankle. For example, my trainee has been squatting but lifting their heels up. An easy way to combat this is to keep your heel on something platformed. So from here, they are able to point their toes outwards, squat down, and even hit the depth without compromising on their form and still be able to drive through the midfoot of their leg. An easy way to regress this exercise for especially newer beginners that are not comfortable with squatting in the air is the chair squat. So with the chair squat, stand up first. With the chair squat, you want to do the same movement pattern. Find the chair with your butt, keep your body upright, go down. So once you go down, you find the chair with your butt, you pause it there. You want to make sure there is no momentum as you stand back up. Yes, good. So good progression will be starting without the dumbbell, just the chair squat, then moving on with the dumbbell, then goblet squat without the weight, and then goblet squat with the weight. From the goblet squat, a good progression will be the barbell squat. From here, he's gonna rack the barbell on his back, on his upper traps. From here, you want to perform the same movement as the goblet squat. Chest upright, butt find the chair. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Make sure when you perform the barbell squat, you have a good squat rack and that you are putting safety bars on if you don't have a spotter. So a few breathing techniques shown in the video was first of all the foundational breath, where you inhale as you go down and exhale as you come up. So you exhale through the hardest part of the motion. The second breathing technique we used was during the barbell squat, Alsava breathing technique. Breathing in, bracing your core, and then breathing out as you come up. A good speed of contraction will be 3 seconds down, hold for 1 second, and bursting up fast. So by going down slowly, you are concentrating on the eccentric, making sure you don't use momentum. By pausing, you make sure you don't use momentum. Some good variations of the goblet squat are things such as leg press, which depending on the foot position, targets your lower body muscles, and even things like pendulum squat and hack squats. The recommended sets and reps of this exercise will be depending on your goal for strength. You want to keep it within the 3 to 6 rep range. However, if you are lifting for hypertrophy, you can lift from the 6 to 12 rep range. If you're doing it for endurance, from 12 to even 30, 50 rep ranges.